Yeah, y'all. So I just want to continue what I was telling you about, guys. You know, um, in the last video I was talking about how these Americans, they're so selfish. You can't get nobody to even help you for nothing. You see, but in other countries they're not like that. You know, um, if you're Muslim, traditional Muslim, um, it's it's like your duty to help your brother. That's like standard. But you shouldn't have to be a part of a religion group or sect to know that you're supposed to help your fellow man. I mean, unless your man is a bum, or you could tell he on drugs, or he's doing irresponsible shit out here. I mean, okay, then you can be judgmental. But if you sincerely like know that somebody just needs your help for something small, and you can help your fellow man, you should help your fellow man, despite what religion they in. Because then you got people out here who they part of a religious group and they only want to help the people in their religious group. That's not right either. I don't care if you're Muslim or Christian. But I want to tell y'all this stuff though about these 9 to 5 workers, and they work for these corporations. No need to name names, but just proceeding to talk about how you can't get no help out here. Like, let's say, guys, I take my car to I don't know, a shop, and I want to use my own parts, which sometimes I found that you can find better parts for your car yourself, that sometimes can be better than the original manufacturer part. And so let's say you go to a place, I don't know, maybe a Midas, right? And then you got these guys working at night. Now you perceive these people to be men, right? That they can make choices because they're grown men. No, that's not the case. In America, men have given over themselves. They sold to I don't know, corporation, but they didn't have to. They did it willingly. You walk into a place and you want your car fixed. It's hard. You can find them, but I'm just saying it's hard. My whole thing, I want to stay away from spending my money at corporations as much as I can, because I don't like the people that. Number one, I don't like the people that work there. I don't like all the rules. I mean, they're like useless to me. If I'm going in there and get my car fixed and I got money to pay you and to, pay the company and possibly tip you if you just do your fucking job, and you're telling me, I can't do this because I work here. I mean, how the fuck can you call yourself a man when somebody else got hold of your balls? And I'm just talking about situations, guys, with fixing your car. But there are many, 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 many other situations. We all know people sold their souls, a long time ago. I mean, way before I was born. So, we know it's hard pressed to find men. Well, I mean, that's the way they make it. I mean, you can make a lot of money out here as a man if you got a few skills. But no, you can't. Everybody got to be working for some brand name. Everybody got to be working for some brand name, to the point that people are being controlled, and that's all they know. Guys, look, I already told y'all, man, people look like shit out here, man. I ain't even gonna front. People look like shit out here. Why? Well, because they're all eating at the same place that everybody else is eating at. Okay, so you eat at this place, and then, okay, so you eating at a chain, right? Fast food chain. And that fast food chain is basically like herding the cattle into, like, you're just from eating at a chain, you're like part of some pyramid scheme where you go there, you eat there, and then you get this kind of sickness, and then you have to take this kind of drug. And now you just been like, you're like a bunch of cattle being herded. You think you free out here. That's what they. Just because people got a little car and they can drive a few miles here and a few miles back to your house, you actually think you free. No, man. That's why it's hilarious when people try to point out what you don't have and what they like. You could just look at them like, and you actually think you actually think you're free, because you can jump in your car and go a few miles and come back home tonight. You're not free. As a matter of fact, a poor man on the street in a lot of ways got life better than these people out here who think they free. They're not free. They just been herded into like a, oh man, I don't want to say too much, guys. I don't want to say too much because I know too much. But y'all hear what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I don't look at these men as men. I don't. Not the ones here in this place. Of course, we all know America didn't used to be about that. It used to be about real independence and, having your own business and making up your own contracts and abiding by your own rules. And back in those days, people were healthier, wasn't they? Now they got you all hurt and everybody looking the same. Everybody looking all sloppy and shit because they eating from the same chain, the chain gang. And then they mad at you, wondering why you don't look how they look, and you 50 years old, some shit like that. Now they hate you because you ain't decided to be herded like some dumbass cattle because you ain't decided to be a sheep. Now they hate you now because of that. And instead of saying, well, maybe I need to do some things to work on this to be where this brother at. Nah, man, they rather hate you guys because they gotta be a part of the group, and the group says no, you have to look like us. Or else we're not gonna validate you, and then you're gonna be all alone. You don't want to be like that dude over there, do you? All alone, talking to himself on YouTube, do you? But those same people who think like that watching my YouTube video, boy, I tell y'all, man. That's why I say, man, it's up to the individual. You can, most people choose slavery. Most people choose slavery over freedom. Why? Because the price of freedom they not willing to pay, which is sometimes slander, sometimes ridicule, a lot of times alienation. That's the price of freedom. So then they think it's not good to be free because they can't pay the price. I decided to pay the price of being free. Despite the slander, despite the ridicule. These people ain't shit anyway. I could see if I was being slandered by some people who are actually doing something with themselves. Somebody who got to steal something from somebody else and think that's okay, that's a piece of shit. That ain't nothing. That's a scum at the bottom of somebody's shoe. That ain't nobody. You really think that's somebody to be caring about, that's talking shit about you. Somebody that has to steal to feed their children, steal from somebody else. You think they even got a right to talk about anybody like that? No, I don't think so. But anyway, that's all I want to say, guys. Gotta get out of here. Talk to y'all later. Peace.